everybody, welcome back. Been a crazy 2 weeks. Congrats to both of those teams, girls and boys, for their performance at state tournament. Super excited to see everybody out and showing school spirit. Had JAG real successful a little over a week ago with their state competition. We're sending somewhere around 35 or 40 kids to Salt Lake City here at the end of April. Just all sorts of stuff going on. Again, another kind of busy week this week with some FFA in town, concert tomorrow, early out on Wednesday. So hang in there. It's going fast. Track's in swing now, and golf will be starting. So the end is in sight. It's just we got a lot to do between now and then with testing and all of that other stuff. So hang in there. It'll be May before you know it, and then May will drag on and take forever. That's just the school year for you. So hang in there, and thanks for all your work, everybody. Just a quick recap from our board meeting last week. Not a big, long board meeting. Had a few executive session, discussions about some contracts and some contract approvals and some resignations. And we did have a appointment of a new board member. I'll get to that here in a little bit. Most of the things on the agenda have been there a little while. Still doing some old business with construction updates. We still have a few things in the wellness that we're working on, a roof drain, some of the things in the building. Still trying to get those nailed down. Just a little difficult to do that. Looking to get some proposals to the mini gym to do some updates to that. We're going to be meeting with our construction committee later this week to talk about what we need to do to that mini gym. Election update. There's 3 petitions out. I believe they've all been returned for the spots on the board this year. And there's only 3. That's all board members that are currently with us on the board returning those petitions. So we'll go from there. And not sure it looks like there's going to be an election. So just an update on the board process there. Had a public comment at the meeting. Just a parent came in and talked to us about our dress code a little bit. So we're going to be looking into some items with our dress code here the next month, referring mostly to headwear and what we allow and what we don't allow. But that'll be something on the meeting next month we'll talk about. We did talk that negotiations will be ramping up soon. We do have our insurance meeting tomorrow to see how the insurance was affected this year. We've been pretty fortunate the last couple with no increase or a 1% increase. Probably can't do that forever, but we'll see what they have tomorrow. The state is looking at approving a 1.4% increase, much better than 0. So we'll get the negotiations up and running as soon as we get the final numbers on insurance, and that I believe the governor's still got to sign that 1.4% to make sure that it's actually coming to us. Calendar recommendation. We took a calendar recommendation for 26-27 to the school board. I will send out that calendar that's been recommended. It's not approved yet. It'll look at it and probably approve it next month or the month after. But I will send that out after this email, or maybe with this email with this video, so you can kind of take a peek at what the one that is being looked at is, with a little bit of an executive summary so you can read about it. Maybe a flex day we're going to build in at the beginning of the year to allow staff to come in and work a day whenever they like, so they don't have to necessarily be that on that Friday. Just some little things like that. Talks about our Christmas break and how the calendar shapes up really early Easter next year, so that messes some things up. And we did try to find some reprieve kind of in April and May. Instead of going 39 straight days, we kind of built in a 4-day weekend. Looks like we're staying away from Easter Monday as a makeup day in that calendar. So I'll send it out to you. You can take a look at it. Call me with any questions. Email me with questions. Other than that, superintendent report. We did have our Native American Education Committee meeting a few weeks ago in Lower Brule. Had a nice turnout for that. Got to talk to some of our constituents up there on some of the things that they'd like to see, or some of the things they think we're doing well. So that was a productive meeting. Again, like I said, JAG was very successful. Had a good state event. They'll be taking our bus down to Salt Lake City here in a few weeks. So excited for them. We did approve some administrative contracts. Administrative contacts were approved for the next school year of rolling contracts with our principals, business manager, and Mr. Bunker. We're all approved to another year on their contracts, so they have 2-year contracts. And this was done last meeting, but we just basically, my contract was rolled to a 3-year, so 3 more after this year is where mine's sitting at right now. So those were the administrative contracts that were approved. We had some resignations and some contract approvals. We did approve an elementary position to Aspen Dorr. She's in Howard. She kind of came out and talked to us last year about a position and stayed in Howard. She's looking forward to coming out and joining us next year. That was approved. And then resignations that were approved were Lex Moore, middle school social studies, and Pastor Thomas Carlson, his paraprofessional. Those resignations were approved. We still have some positions open in the district. At this time, we have high school science that we're hopefully looking to fill soon and get that out there. Obviously now middle school social studies is open, and our school counselor position in the middle school and high school is still open as well. And we're looking hopefully to get that filled very soon. We have a high school track position that we're hoping to get filled this week, assistant track, and getting that contract done this week. So we're trying to fill those positions as they become available. Our board member, Ross Estes, had resigned his position from the board, and Tori McCulley is interested in taking that over. So the board approved appointing Tori to the board. Since Ross was up this year, Mr. McCulley will have to take out a petition and be in the election. So he is, I believe, taking a petition out and then turning that in for us. So other than that, that's really the extent of the meeting. Like I said, our meetings get a little longer here coming up with negotiations and things like that. We're hopefully to have another good negotiations process. We'll get that rolling and keep you up to date on those items. So other than that, as always, questions, give me a call, email. I'll try to answer those to the best of my ability. Thanks for taking a few minutes to check the video out and enjoy the nice weather that's forecasted for this week. Have a great day.